enemies here. So I say if they allow us to just press on, we press on. Though, if you can,
Yeah.
could you take a quick look at what's inside those pods?
Maybe not what's inside, but I'll see if I can feel power. So I'm going to try and use my field ability.
All right. So let me just read about how that works again.
Okay.
All right. All right, go ahead.
So I just roll a basic mapping again, right?
You just roll like a basic thing, like using your navigator, your navigator modifier.
Right. All right.
I don't know if you have a navigator modifier.
I do. I have basically I've been learning how to be a navigator before I actually became a navigator. So my mapping.
It says roll mapping modifier.
Right, which basically
it literally says bold. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Roll your mapping modification.
Right. So yeah. So. Wow.
All right. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to realize that each of these pods have something powerful in it. You don't know what it is, but you know that these are valuable to at least these guys.
Got it. By the way, another favor. As I said, hang around with Raph, and you get all the favors you need.
Is Kaharu going to use a favor to reroll the D100?
Oh
no.
The one though, she does get.
It's a case of I'll spend that one I just received to let Raph re-roll the D100.
Okay.
Before it's lower. Oh, okay. So
120, 130, 132.
Raph would come to the realization that inside of these pods are beings that have he'll like from his time spending around Sebastian, what he's learned about from Reiko, from the percentages. He knows that these are like beings that have pledged themselves to the light, and they are in tremendous pain.
Oh, hell. Look at Karu. Alright, so here's the thing. If I tell you, you're going to completely change what you think about what we should do here. With that in mind, do you want me to tell you what's going on in there? Basically, ignorance might be bliss here, is all I'm trying to say.
Kaharu tilts her head in curiosity because she does have the meddler part of Happy Little Meddler, and asks, what are you talking about?
Alright, I was able to figure out what's in those packages. So we were right, they're mining here, but they're not mining raw energy, they're mining people. Or creatures. Probably demons or people that have... Probably not people, I keep saying that though. There's beings of light in those that have basically made the good deal. So they're mining them.
Oh. And Kaharu just has a look of horror on her face. And out of character, GM, you confirm these are humans who took the light deal rather than demons.
You don't know if they're... You know there's some part of them that are human, but you don't know if they're humans or just demons that have turned more humanized.
Yeah.
Oh.
Could just be bugaboos.
They're people of the light. Whether that's a full human, a demon, or something in between, I can't tell. But there are people that have made the light deal. I guess I have no clue what they're doing down here, but considering the air, this is just... Well, the Maw being the Maw Chaos. So yeah, technically they're being kidnapped, probably to be sold on the black market.
And hearing...
Nope. How many people are there?
Well, there's 7 pods.
No. How many dark harvesters? Let's call.
You can see like a group in the back, like inspecting the pods and stuff. You would reckon there's about 5.
Crap. Hey, Himiko, could you give us an exact count of who's here?
So if you distract them a bit more.
How...
Okay, and out of character to answer the questions, Karu, because of Karu's knowledge that Ryu took the dark deal, and she'd think this would be on the lines of someone putting Ryu in a capsule and trying to chip off pieces of him. Yes, she'd be upset either way.
Well, we don't know necessarily if the light does the chippy thing for energy things. I don't think we were told that. Oh, okay. All right.
Karu, for her part, it's clear she doesn't like this, but she'll say, "I'm not the only one here, so let's settle this with a vote. We either move on or we do something about this. I'm in the favor of doing something about this." And she will be looking at both Himiko and Raph to hear their opinions.
All right, Himiko. This is pretty much coming close to basically what we talked about earlier, and those basically the things I basically made promises that I don't go against.
Himiko will say, like, they look really sad in there. I would feel bad if we just left them. I mean, we're superheroes, effectively, right? Aren't we meant to defeat the bad people?
Yeah. Sort of turned to Ku and goes, and I think that pretty much locks me into what I've said earlier, doesn't it? Sort of touch my throat. By the way, Raph does not look disappointed on this at all.
Well,
so it's partially.
I would say that you're becoming a man, but you seem to skirt responsibility. So I will save that compliment for a more appropriate time.
All right. Get ready for bad stuff, and we might need to run out of here. So, Himiko, if you can help us, help us. But
she would say, prepare for a world of hurt, by the way.
Oh, wait. Who said that?
Q.
Okay. Wow. Couldn't guess that one. Himiko, can you see if you can get... If those things are latched on, maybe we could figure out some way to get them out of here. Maybe not necessarily we hold the action and you get these things out.
That would be really hard. I mean, I'm not like, I can't be invisible and take stuff at the same time. If you can distract them, maybe I can help get them out. But that would mean fighting them, and 2 versus 5 doesn't sound like a very good idea.
No. Fuck. All right. Well, let's.
First off, is there anything obvious like cords or a door on these pods that would allow for things to be easily put in or out? Yes, I'm asking you the
answer. There's like a, these, imagine like a glass pod, like, woo. And then there's a door, but there's a combination lock on the door, obviously. And it's all filled with water, like a water tank, like in my animes. And there's a person in there.
The anime.
So that's what each of the pod are like?
That's what 6 of the pods are like. The 7th pod, you couldn't quite get a read on it because it was overwhelming.
Understood. All right. Right now, the only thing I can think of is I can play with the Hama around here. Sort of boost to sync that element of this land. Maybe give it a sort of a corrosive element to their protections. But
or
that would
maybe try to overload the Hama in the Hama energy in the people inside so that they can break
Right.
out.
Boost them. Okay. All right. Just to confirm this, we're attacking the obviously superior army, right?
So you're trying to break the pod?
No, the idea is I'm going to use my distinction and try and boost the Hama of the area. So basically, effectively raise. Actually, I'm going to see if I can connect them with the Hama in the area. Therefore, they'll be a lot more powerful than they were initially. So theoretically, their cages might not be able to hold them boosted.
Right. So what you can do then, based off the idea, like you can try and change never be the same to be like the same.
Got it.
So that this area won't disappear if you guys want to get the fuck out, and it will stay in the same area if you want to come back with more people.
All right. Actually, that completely changes it then. I'm going to lock this place. I'm going to we're going to make sure that I can connect this to our land, and we're going to run the fuck out of here and try and get the other group, or just a group from Umberhawk. So it's delaying practice, and then run in reinforcements. We all agree with this?
All right.
Okay.
Kara will agree with this, though we should get the other group as soon as possible.
Yeah. I don't know how far they're in. I don't know what's going on. So we'll just. Main thing is I need to lock this down, and then we need to get out of here. Himiko, can you set up a back door for us in case they try and do something funny? That once we act, we can get away with a distraction. That's not you. You also need to get away as well.
Yeah, I can try to do something. Neb, are you here?
Yeah, of course I'm here.
You can try and figure something out, because I don't know. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, I mean, she's got to have, like, smoke bombs, if nothing else.
What are we doing? A distraction?
The idea is that Raph is going to basically mess with the distinction to basically make it so that this site stays where it is and doesn't disappear after we leave it, and we're going to try and run away, but these guys are probably going to stop us from doing that for obvious reasons. So we need to get away so that basically we lock this territory in so we can get more people in to rescue all the people in the pods. That's the plan.
Right. So you want to be able to run away.
Yep.
Okay. How many people are there? 5?
5.
Alright. Yeah, Himiko can make a distraction.
Alright. That will also allow her to get away as well. It won't be her, right? Okay. Alright, Kaharu, if you don't mind being Kaharu and just try and talk to them, make them see reason with us, even though they won't, so I can get a feel of this place.
You can see, like, while you guys are talking, this guy's just got a clipboard out and is writing things.
Yeah, we need to hurry. Basically, my character, Raph starts basically reaching out and sort of grabbing the area around him so he can basically do what he needs to do.
Kaharu will play the role of curiosity. Approach one of the men and start asking. This actually is very impressive. How long did it take you to set up down here? Things of that nature, and things of that nature, more or less. So I doubt that'll
he
be
won't
actually.
He won't be interested unless you try to flirt with him.
Wow.
Wow.
No understanding rule, no nothing. Wow, Jess. Okay.
If he doesn't whip him out, he doesn't care.
He'll basically say, like, unless you're giving me a service, I'm not really interested in talking to you when I have this specimen.
Oh.
Damn.
Out of character. Kaharu is not Naomi.
Well, she can try and channel the inner Naomi. Or not. I mean, it's not really, it's just... The idea is basically they don't look at Raph as he's doing all this stuff initially. But it's not necessary. I mean, it's helpful, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a tough one for Kaharu. I'd say courage. This is just
I want to see a max roll just so that Kaharu basically does try and seduce somebody.
Okay, courage. How she's going to attempt it. No, she's not.
Ooh, that's technically high.
Yes.
It's above the average. Alright. Like, from the position Kaharu is, like, she can see, like, a lion face. Like, all scrunched up.
Huh.
In the test tubes. I mean, in the tubes.
In the mask.
In the mask?
I think
It's a Lion Man.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
Right, Jess?
Yes, have you DC'd?
Getting questions all over the place. What is it?
Where was the lion face? Under the mask or
In
In the
one of the
pod.
tubes. Oh, in the pod.
in the?
Oh, okay. Oh, we were wrong.
No, they're not people. Who cares? Cat.
That's where he went.
All right then. Kaharu will Kaharu, for her part, will take a deep breath.
This is the opposite of feminism.
Yes.
Exactly. She's gonna nag him.
Fucking nag me.
Yep.
I'll fucking arrest you.
Claim this has to be a safe space.
Excuse me, this is a safe space.
Will while being very tense, lightly unloosen the bow on the front of her skirt.
Oh my god. What's wrong with you, Jess?
Kill yourself, Jess.
Yes.
As she tries to remember some of the more flirtatious characters she's seen in various animes. As she crosses her arms, slightly below her chest, and gives a smile, saying, "You know, I've always appreciated men with brilliant minds, though I'm sure that's not your only attribute." And now, her flirtation.
I'll give you a +2 to your expression roll. Damn!
Oh my god! You sure we didn't bring Naomi instead of Koharu?
Alright, so this guy is like, you're talking my language. I like things that give, and don't take me wrong, I'm not an entirely selfish fellow. I'm working with my other companions. I can certainly tell you more about our project.
Oh, I'd be delighted to hear everything. Or anything from you.
Alright, so he will say that well, when one wants to advance themselves, they reach out and they make deals, and by understanding our enemy, we can understand ourselves, and they're doing a lot of understanding right now. And this creature right here, it was the lion is often a symbolism of courage and determination and pride. Pride is what those players have in the tons of it. It is just a demon though, but we've corralled it so that even though it doesn't have a human it's linked with, we've simulated that of a partnership with a human, and we were able to extract quite the useful information. Are you interested in bolstering your own persona powers, lady? I see that the dark child you have with you, it's somewhat limited by, I'm assuming, your charming nature. We can loosen that up a bit if you'd like.
Alright, and as this is all going on, how's Raph doing?
I'm going to partially agree that he's like, wait, what? No, not looking. Ku can tell me later, and probably Himiko's got a video of this. So, basically, once he feels that he's got enough of a reign on the ground itself, he'll basically reach out and basically move it so that...
You sure you don't just want to listen to Koharu?
As amazed as he is, it's unfortunately luck, not skill, and one of these luck rules is going to come out snake eyes. So, no, he will not leave her hanging like that because he knows that this is not her thing. Though he will rag her about it for a little bit later.
Gonna have a good dream tonight, Sandman.
Yeah. Oh crap! Yeah, he is probably. All right. So I'm going to be using. Is it neutral or is it a positive change? Do you think?
It would be a positive change because you're trying to bring order to chaos. I mean, that's you're seeing it from a positive angle, right?
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
So there you go.
Right.
It's based on the eye of the beholder when it comes to this kind of thing, personally.
All right.
And do you think order's a good thing here?
And let's see the flight of the cranes, hopefully.
Remember,
yeah.
Remember, if you do roll a favor, you always keep the higher D100 roll.
Right.
Because 99 is pretty fucking close to really good. So.
Yeah. All right then. In that case,
let the cranes fly. Yes.
Yes.
Or no. Okay.
Woo! Oh, almost doubles.
Woo!
Who's that?
So
almost 130, 129, I think. I don't know how to do add here.
You're able to do it so well they don't notice.
Oh wow! Okay.
Like this, you reckon this place will be anchored for quite a while, like at least a week.
Got it. All right. I sort of go, just sort of like maze for a second. Garu, that's nice meeting you people, but we'll talk. We'll go our own way at this point. Thank you.
The guy who's looking at or extend an invitation to Kaharu to stay the night. He can tell her all about her abilities and how to enhance them. And if she's too delicate for the dark deal, they'll work on a way to enhance your powers without you having to take the contract yourself.
Well, I will not speak for her knights. This evening itself is occupied with things that we have to do, so...
Kaharu lightly comments, as much as I'd love to stay, my allies here need me because I'm the only one who can heal their injuries, and in the maw, injuries can get pretty bad.
You are right about that. It's not a place for those who cannot stand at all. Are you sure? It may be a while since we meet again due to the fluctuating nature of them all, and you have quite the potential all wrapped up in that package of yours.
Get off the stage!
How about if we leave it to chance? If we run across you again, then it was meant to be. Kaharu, we sort of gestured to be going.
Yes. Kaharu, for her part, says, I have faith that if it's meant to be, we'll meet again.
I suppose we didn't really get to talk that much, but I can understand how this stuff might seem a little queasy to a lady. Very well. It's a shame. He could have been quite the precious flower. But I'm not really into the hold them down if they don't have anything else to them.
I grab Kaharu and start walking around there.
Kaharu keeps her poker face up until they're out of the room.
Alright, so this area is stable, so I'll do a stupid-doo.
Quietly to Hibiko, what you did, do you think they won't notice it if we leave for a little bit?
Well, nothing happened, so I didn't do anything.
Alright. Well, we're about to find out what we're going to do next. So let's get out of here.
Oh, that means our more adventures done for the night? Oh.
Maybe... Fuck. Hold on a second.
Yeah, just relieve something.
Sorry about that. Maybe not. We don't know what's going on with the other group. Let's go.
I was gonna say, don't you have means of like contacting Eben or whatever?
Eben Hawk.
I keep thinking of Eben Hawk. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know exactly. I mean, yeah. As soon as we can contact the outside, whatever, we attempt to do so. So whether it's we have some sort of comm with them, whether we have to get within a certain range, whether like Raph have to go like semi-navigator to basically reach outside is immaterial. The quickest way we
so
can
to go back outside the entrance, you'll need to roll the courage roll again to get out.
Well, can't they get in contact with Team 2?
Once you're out of the area, yeah, because this area technically isn't yours, so comms are fucked up.
All right.
Got it. All right.
So it's courage rolls time again.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to spend the PowerPoint just because these are rolls I don't want to lose.
Snake eyes.
How many times has that happened to me?
So many times.
It happened twice in a row one night.
Yep. Sweet.
Alright, Raph's fine.
If nothing else, I mean, Raph's the only one that can step through. Yeah. Nope, we're all good out.
Alright, you guys make it out. You're a bit, I mean, if you find that kind of stuff kind of queasy, it would make you queasy.
Yeah.
Kaharu, for her part, starts buttoning her blouse back up, while definitely having a very complicated / cross look on her face.
Ref makes a point of him not watching. He reaches out and contacts basically whichever he can, either Team 2 or Umberhawk. Or both. I mean, whatever he can reach out, he will.
So it'll be easier to reach Umberhawk at the moment.
Okay. Raph calls Umberhawk. Can you guys hear us?
It'll be Tiozo. He's the head of navigation for this. Greetings.
We ran into a pretty significant problem. Apparently, the zone that we walked into had quote-unquote bubbled up from deep below. Inside of it was 5 people who all seemed to be mark of Mudo, because they were wearing hazmat suits in there. And they had basically had 7 cages, or 7, some sort of locked cages, or some sort of cage or cell thing. And I did a power reading, and I was able to detect there are people of the light inside of those things, and they're not being well taken care of.
Yes, these alignment shifts are quite bothersome, really. Well, we can take care of that. We can at least negotiate them to move their quasi-domain elsewhere.
Actually, I was actually able to lock it into its position for, I think, about a week now. I think it will stay there, regardless of who owns it.
Right. But you did confirm that there were other mythopoetics in there, did you not?
I don't know if they're mythopoetics, or... Well, did we see any personas walking around them?
Kind of have to be, right?
Well, they did talk a lot about trying to improve our personas. So at the very least, they are quite aware of personas.
Yeah. I can't tell for certain, but yeah, I think they are. I would make the assumption that they are mythopoetics.
Right then. Right, so we will treat them as humans, and I guess I'll try to negotiate a compromise, considering we are trying to get rid of them all. But as for the moral obligations, well, we try to keep a level head. We can't all judge things by the same book.
Yeah, but with the crowd that went in there, with the 3 of us that went in there, unfortunately, we were pretty tinted toward a direction, if you know what I mean.
Right. It's often the most difficult path to try and keep a balance in things, but you've done a good job. When you walk into a den of beasts, you don't just go in straight in. I commend you for your quick thinking.
Well, everyone helped me, and everyone helped, so group effort. All right. So, what time is it? How much time has been in there anyway?
You guys, it had normal time, so you guys were probably in there for 30 minutes.
Okay. I turned since I figured nobody else heard that conversation, right? Or do we all have open sort of comms?
I mean, if you wanted Kaharu and Himiko to listen in, you could have included them in.
Yes, if I would, I definitely would have. So.
All right. So Himiko will say, "Are we really just gonna let them go away? I mean, why can't we just come back and beat them up?
Why can't we just murder them?"
Not murder.
Yeah.
Just make them, stop and free all those sad, like, lions and angels and stuff. I mean, they're just being experimented on because they're different, and that's kind of wrong.
right now, I think Toyo's yeah. I think he was right. We're really not strong enough to go against those guys on our own. And I'm sure that Umberhawk, with a little bit of emphasis in this, is going to do everything it can to basically make sure those people are safe. It's just if they came up from way below us, we don't know how powerful they are.
But they just see demons as demons, They're just going to make sure the humans are okay. But the demons are still going to be there, and they're going to be all messed up and stuff.
At this point, Karu chimes in. Out of curiosity, Toyozo, if it turns out that there were actually humans in those tubes, how would you react?
Well, of course, we try to excavate them. We are an organisation that has our best interests in heart. And when he's talking about our, he's talking about humanity as a whole.
All right, hearing that, while Karu definitely doesn't like the idea of just leaving this situation alone, she's a little more willing to let Toyozo handle it.
You're just gonna give up like that, Kaharu?
Toyozo, we want to be in on whatever final plans are for this. For a week, that site I'm gonna basically say is I'm connected with. And we're not going to walk away from this and forget about it. We want to know what's going on with this site. If it's need to, and we can help, we are, either through negotiation, which, let's be honest, I don't think any of us can really do that well, or for other reasons. We're in on that, regardless of when it is.
You said that you were able to make the section stable through your abilities. We will kind of need you to stay at the Umberhawk HQ for a while. We can make it so that it's less taxing on your strengths, but if you stay within the HQ, you can still go to the academy and all. It's just that, I'm afraid that if you leave, the strength of what you just did will weaken naturally.
Well, technically, all I got is just homeroom on Saturday, so I can skip that if necessary. If that will give us more of a connection, which basically means we have more power there, so that we have better negotiation, then I'll skip school.
Right. Well, it'll be foolish to go into negotiations when they're still actively thinking about the subject. We should let them stew for a while. Even if they do recognise that their domain isn't shifting back into the underbelly of the moor, it will take them a while to figure out why exactly this is. I guess that's the strength of them.